Emoni Bates was drafted in the second round at pick 49 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm sure everyone is familiar with his scoring ability at this point due to him being an internet sensation in high school. But in this video, we'll focus on his defense, or the lack thereof. Let me explain. I'm just going to be honest. He's a below average defender, and that's putting it nicely. One of his biggest problems is his lack of physicality when defending drives as well in the post. On this possession, the lack of physicality really shows. Instead of absorbing and embracing the contact, he sort of shies away from it and allows him to get deep positioning in the post. And my biggest problem with this clip isn't the guy scored on him, it's the fact that Emoni gave little to no resistance at all. What makes smaller defenders like Marcus Smart and Drew Holiday great at defending bigs is their ability to provide a lot of resistance, which basically means they do all they can to make sure you have the hardest time possible getting off a shot, no matter your size. On this possession, he makes it way too easy for the guard to drive inside. Once the guard realized that Emoni gave no resistance when he posted up, he knew he could get to the rim pretty easily. Wing scorers like Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, LeBron, and Anthony Edwards seek out contact every chance that they get. So if Emoni doesn't improve his strength and physicality, he will immediately be a defensive liability out on the perimeter.
7 seconds to shoot, now goes in. Farrakhan nearly had it.
Absolutely had the best 3-game stretch of his season here, and he's still got plenty of time to add to that.
Will Hardnett with a pretty up and
again. Billingsley was able to get back to Sparks.
Home drive, too strong. Baseline layup, good move again.
It's always better if you can set up, right, before the defense sets up. It's just you want to get better on the shots, higher percentage shots.
Huskies come into this game with the 11th scoring offense in the MAC. Floater 15 and 3 on the year. Jacobs takes it right to the rack. Jacobs again playing.
Another big problem is his lack of discipline. On this possession, he falls for a pump fake on a shorter guy, and that's one of the worst things you can do. Emoni has a height and length to bother any guard shot without the need to leave the ground. But I'm not going to stretch this clip out, so let's go to the next one. One of his undisciplined habits is stunning too far and not understanding his positioning on the court. Again, he's underestimating his length. He could have played the driver and the shooter by standing directly in the middle of them. Instead, he gets too deep and gives up an open three, something you don't want to do at the NBA level.
Big shots today. Like that, and Emoni struggles too. You can't do that.
Castaneda, he's been making
Now with a dozen after going a majority of this half without a single basket.
Yeah, it wasn't all that long ago we were talking about the fact that he only taken one.
I'm surprised Houston didn't take more time off the clock. I was going to say the exact same thing. Take a little air out of the ball. Stafford, left wing, triple. Here's
Sims going to work. Out to Hannah. Makes the 3. Takes the 2. And hits it.
Sims to the basket.
Now Hannah had an opening. Bates came.
His effort on closeouts is really poor as well. Here he just kind of jogs out to contest the shot, not really putting in, that much effort. There's just times when he looked completely uninterested in playing defense, and this goes against the Cavaliers' style of play. They had the best defense in the NBA last season, and they were actually ranked 8th in contested shots per game. So giving poor effort really isn't who they are as a defense.
Started backpedaling before the ball left his fingertips.
Chandler Turner, 3.
However, this isn't a video to bash him at all. He's actually had some good defensive possessions that showed he does have some unlocked defensive potential. Here on this possession, he does a great job at moving his feet and using his length to cut off the driving angle. But more importantly, he runs out to the shooter and blocks a 3.
Mentioned they have not really looked inside. Western 2 for 4. Inside Monegro, back to the far side. Mentioned they have not really looked.
New piece. Reached from Michigan.
Combat is who John can talk about.
That's such a...
Michigan meanwhile won for their last 7 down the floor. Ohio scoreless the last minute and a half. Shot no good. Rebound.
Shumate. Working inside. Missing.
Jacobs trying to push the action for the Golden Flashes and back it back out. Steps in, just sets the 3-point arc.
Be better than most. That's what led to Javonte Randall getting an opportunity to start. He's got good size at 6'.
Emoni base has the length to be a disruptor, but he does need to increase his lateral quickness. He struggled defending guards out on the perimeter. His effort and overall defensive awareness and IQ needs work, or I don't know how he get quality minutes on a defensive-driven team like the Cavaliers. And lastly, he needs to embrace contact more consistently. And I know he has a thin frame, but so do defenders like Jaden McDaniels and even Herbert Jones. The only difference is they play strong and fight fire with fire. But obviously, it's way too early to officially project just how good or bad of a defender he'll be in the NBA. But that'll be all for today's video. Let me know what other defensive breakdowns y'all would like to see.